Fala galera, bem-vindos ao canal com mais um vídeo. Estamos aqui de volta com vocês com mais um Assassin's Creed Odyssey. E estamos chegando aqui. O Aristóteles. É Sócrates.
It's a very nice horse. A sturdy horse. It's also a stolen horse.
It looks like I'll have to report you, Socrates. It's what a good citizen would do, right?
Oh, very good. Although a bit preemptive without all the details, wouldn't you say?
It was a joke.
The real question is whether there is truth behind the joke, or if one's mind can be changed once the whole story is revealed.
What story is that?
There is a man nearby who is responsible for stealing the horse. I've been contemplating the proper course of action, but I'd like to know what you think is right.
And how should I make my decision?
Your thoughts are your own, but speaking to the thief himself may help you decide. Can such a crime be justified? It's an interesting thought.
Where is the thief now?
I told him to wait by the stables southwest of here.
If you caught him stealing a horse, what's to say he won't just run away?
The hope of keeping the horse. That's where you come in. I'll let him tell you the rest.
Ué, não entendi essa não. Cara, Sócrates viu o cara roubando o cavalo. Aí nesse meio caminho ele oferece o cavalo em troca de pagar o cavalo, dar o cavalo pro cara em troca do cara convencer Alexios de que ele é que o fato dele ter roubado o cavalo é circunstancial. Que o fim justifica os meios. Vou botar assim.
I don't want to be spotted here. That's the thief. You won't escape.
Eu não vou atacar ninguém, eu não vou.
Are you the one who stole the horse? Socrates said I should talk to you.
Bad enough being caught, but to have a Misthios judge me...
Better than an Athenian guard. Anything to say?
The man I stole it from won't even miss it. He has plenty of others, while my only horse died last week. If I had the drachmi to buy a new one, I would have.
Did you steal the horse to use it or sell it?
I have a family to feed, and this horse will help me on the farm. Plus, I have no other way of traveling right now.
There is no other option.
Not that I could think of. Trust me, I feel shame for what I did.
Any reason you picked this specific horse?
It was the easiest one to take. Other than that, not really. Though, I did make sure it wasn't his best horse.
A courteous thief.
I didn't steal it for fun. I did it because I had no other choice.
Então, o cara roubou o cavalo. Ele não, primeiro que não roubou um dos melhores cavalos do dono. Roubou um médio. Né? Com a justificativa de que primeiro que o cara que não vai sentir falta e ele precisa alimentar a família, precisa. Mas não tem de condição.
I hope you can understand. Wouldn't you do the same if it was your family?
Tá, vamos voltar pra Sócrates. Falar a verdade, pra mim, não justifica. O cara podia... Né, tudo bem que aqui existe aquela parcela de egoísmo. O cara podia ter pedido ao dono do cavalo.
Have you decided what should be done?
Mas ele tem família pra... Né? Em caso que no jogo aqui, o jogo é diferente. Vamos lá.
If he needs the horse more than the man he stole it from, let him keep it. It will do him more good.
So, determining whether a crime deserves a consequence or reward is dependent on the reasons behind it? An intriguing thought, although I can see how dangerous such thinking might be.
The real question is whether my decision matters at all, or if this was just another test to see what I would do.
There is a good chance it is both, but an equally good chance it is neither.
Now you're not making sense on purpose.
Let me ask you one more thing. If one man kills another in order to save many, can his actions be considered just? Or should the man be punished?
If the action was for a good reason, then he is in the right.
So, in times like these, people like us get to determine the law. Many would believe a murder still deserves consequence.
The people whose lives were saved would disagree.
Then perhaps making choices that affect the most people for good is the correct path. Wouldn't you agree?
Are we done yet? I can't stay here all day.
Of course you can't. It's a luxury few can afford. Even those with the time for it often lack the mental capacity for such things.
Okay.
É, o cara... Tá, fazendo esse Sócrates, fazer esse bando de viagem, esse psicodélico assim, nossa, cara. Tá louco. Temos mais um aqui. Mais uma de Alcebiades, olha isso. Tem um outro ferreiro aqui. Vamos ver o que esse cara tem aqui de bom pra comprar. Ah, ele tem couro. Cara, esses caras tudo tem coisa de cavalo pra... Pô, 11 mil, cara, pra upar esse arco. Vamos lá, deixa eu fazer aqui uma coisa aqui. Vamos nas habilidades aqui. Já tem que upar esses. É porque eu fiz uma coisa assim bem igualitária, né? Aqui tem duas missões aqui. Essa aqui tá, agiota. Vamos nesse aqui primeiro, nosso Alcebiades.
Best stay out of sight.
A power I wield indeed. I told you last time I thought I could summon you when needed, and it has happened yet again.
And for what this time?
My friend here needs to be taken to the sanctuary of Elefsis, near the border of Mecharis. He'll finish the trek across the border on his own.
Para de usar o seu poder, deixe-me adivinhar outra mentira. Vamos lá.
So, do you want to lie to me now or later?
Whatever do you mean?
Is this friend of yours actually a friend? I'm not going to find out they're a wanted criminal, or they don't actually want your help, am I?
I'm hurt that you jump straight to accusations. A relationship must be built on trust, after all.
You'd rather lie than trust me.
Some things are better left unsaid, and many things are for your own protection.
I can protect myself, you know that.
Fine. I'll try to be more forthcoming in the future.
Let's get to it. I'm just supposed to take your friend across the border.
Yes.
Nothing else?
Carefully, if you can. Avoid roads, people, be invisible. My friend must be kept safe.
I'll make sure he's safe.
I'd hoped you'd say that.
Every time you ask me to do something secretly, someone dies. What is it this time?
Not everyone was born with your beautiful muscles built for, well, everything. Some of us work better by avoiding fights. This time, that's all I ask.
There are lots of safe passages through these parts. Tell your friend to go alone.
He could, but imagine if something happened and you saved him. Imagine the things I'd do to show my gratitude.
And why do you always turn to me?
You've proven yourself worthy. Plus, I like watching you walk away.
Ele gosta de ver indo
We'll
embora.
be on our way.
He needs to get to the sanctuary of Elefsis. It isn't far, although it may take you longer than usual.
It won't be a problem.
I'm glad we aren't going by sea.
Tá, esse cara não.
Alcibiades told me about you. He said you're
Got to be
blessed
careful
by
not to
the
get
gods.
spotted.
A voz é de mulher, cara, não é de homem.
Off we go.
Watch it! You'll kill someone!
It's nice of you to help someone you don't know at all. We should stay on the safest route possible.
Então, a voz é uma voz, tipo assim, é uma mulher disfarçando voz de homem. Até o tipo de corpo, né, o fato de usar máscara também é o que parece. Vamos ver aqui, vamos ver.
Come on, come on. Yeah! Whoa! Come on.
Vamos ver, tem mais alguma coisa por aqui? Ah, botaram o cavalo aleatório, né? Então o cavalo tá sem... Vamos ver, tá sem arreio. Chegamos no santuário.
Come on.
That's better. I was starting to get sweaty under that hood.
You're a woman.
Nice of you to notice.
Alcibiades said...
Exactly what I told him to. It was safer that way. I owe Alcibiades a lot for his help, and for trusting you with my life as well.
Enough lies. Tell me what's happening.
I said I was a man, so nobody would recognize me. I needed to escape my husband unseen.
And you trusted Alcibiades?
No one escapes my husband. He'd find me. It's been tough. I'm not sure I would have lasted much longer.
So let me guess. Alcibiades owed you a favor, or now has some scheme where you owe him.
I'm not sure what you mean. He didn't ask anything of me, and I've never known him to do so. I know many people he's helped at the expense of nobody but himself.
I'm glad I could help.
Please give Alcibiades my thanks. I only wish I had more to offer him. And you, for the help. I'll never forget either of you.
Ah lá, não falei que era uma mulher?
LFCs. What great mysteries do you hide from us?
Santuário de...
Watch will be vigilant here.
Eu saí pela porta. Eu não saí pela porta. Deixa eu ver uma coisa aqui. Olha, que Biades aqui, logo aqui na frente, aqui, logo aqui lá de fora. É muito louco. Deixa eu ver uma coisa aqui. Aquele que tava aqui já foi, ó. Tem uns que são que é limite de tempo. Tá, vamos lá.
The sun and moon combined could not grant the beauty that my bride-to-be was gifted. If the gods blessed me, they did so with one eye closed. But their eyes were wide open for her.
I'm impressed. If I only heard the words, I'd swear you were a poet.
My words are nowhere near what she deserves.
So, you're in love.
Yes, the wedding nears, and there is so much to be done.
If you need help, I'm here for you.
Accepting before knowing what I ask of you? That's a rare surprise. I do still need a few things. Food for an offering, a ring, and some flowers. If you could bring them to my bride, Iris, she'll make use of them.
I've known you for a while now, but you've never mentioned Iris.
There's plenty I haven't mentioned. I'm sure you could say the same to me.
So what is it about Iris that turns you into Well, what I saw.
You're not jealous, are you? Don't worry. She's very open. I suppose that's one of my favorite things about her. The openness.
É meio esquisito isso, né?
Flowers, a ring, and food. Where can I find Iris?
She should be at the altar of love. Aptly named, don't you think? Oh, and don't be too taken by her beauty.
Então vamos lá. Nós temos 3 locais para ir. Uma coisa boa é que os 3 são um perto do outro. Não dá pra cortar caminho. Um corta caminho. A gente pega animais silvestres, não, um animal selvagem aqui. Olha lá. Esses gatos sempre estão em dupla. Esses gatos sempre são em dupla, nunca são... Nunca é sozinho, né?
There it is.
O primeiro tá ali, vamos lá.
Found it.
Here it is.
Nossa, cara. O negócio foi rápido. Então, os 3 estão no mesmo lugar, né?
I think this will be a nice enough offering. I should stay hidden if I don't want to fight. These flowers should be good enough for the wedding.
Vamos. Já tá saindo do conflito? Vamos então, vamos.
You won't escape now!
Matar todo mundo primeiro. Toma.
Hopefully this jewelry is up to Alcibiades standards.
É tudo eu peguei lá para entregar aqui.
Let me guess. Alcibiades sent you.
He did. How did you know?
He has a skill for making others do things he doesn't want to. On top of that, he prefers if those people are attractive. He's so predictable. It's what made this whole thing so easy.
It almost sounds like you're using him. What has been easy?
Making him fall in love with me, of course. Please, Alcibiades is not the man you marry for love.
Then why are you marrying him?
Alcibiades has a true chance of ruling one day. Well, he'll be the face, but I'll be the one truly leading. The Aspasia to his Pericles.
How can you treat someone like Alcibiades that way?
Oh, please. If anyone deserves it, it's Alcibiades. Surely you've noticed. The obsession with sex, the lies, the drinking.
So lying to him is what he deserves?
Of course. And it's not like he'll get nothing in return. I mean, look at me.
And what if I tell Alcibiades all of this?
Why would you? You've seen him. He's happy. And I'll make sure he stays that way. There's nothing wrong with me getting something in return. But it's your choice. Thanks for helping with the wedding.
Então quer dizer, ele está sendo usado, né? O Alcibiades está sendo usado. Será que a gente consegue? Eu tô pertinho, ainda tá mais perto ainda. Altar de Prometeu.
It's all done.
Wonderful. So, what did you think about Iris?
Ah, não, vamos falar a verdade.
You must see something in her that I don't.
Well, that's true. Quite often, too. But still, I'm surprised to hear you say that.
You can't marry her. She told me she's using you for her own gain.
Is that so?
It is.
I knew she was special. To think I wasn't able to catch on. I can't wait to marry her. I'm glad you and I were able to work together, Alexios.
So what was all of this for? Everything you had me do couldn't have been for nothing.
You've earned my trust. Are you sure you want to know?
So that package in Corinthia.
Almost forgot about that. I needed to get rid of the Oberos to pay off a debt. Plus, I needed spies to infiltrate Vardas's command. And my plan worked. Thanks to you.
All right. What about the politician?
He was brilliant and opposed me. A fatal combination. So, he needed replacing. And I had a much dumber man perfect for the job. He survived the party and we got him home safely. But it didn't matter in the end.
The woman with the olivos.
We talked about this. It wasn't about the woman, but her husband. He governs the trade routes between Attica and Mecharis. Or, I should say, I do now.
Ah, quer dizer, tudo tem um...
What about your friend, the one pretending to be a man?
That was out of the goodness of my heart. And gods curse anyone who doubts that.
I've heard enough.
Aren't you going to ask me about Iris?
Let me guess. Rich house, respected family. With her wealth, you can rule all of Athens.
Of course not. I marry for love. If those other things happen, well, I wouldn't complain.
I never would have guessed.
Each time everyone sees a more serious Alcibiades. The Alcibiades I've only shown glimpses of in the past. One day you'll see everything I was working toward. And you'll know you helped make it happen. Attica and lands far beyond will thank you, even if they don't know your name.
I'm glad I could help. Oh, I'll make sure you don't forget me when you lead Athens.
I'd never forget you. You're far too useful.
Tá, então todas essas missões que a gente fez
It's
do...
such a beautiful day, and there will be so many more to come. Thanks to you, Alexios.
Então todas essas missões que a gente fez para o Alcibiades foi para ele ter uma posição, né, segura para comandar Atenas. Ah, até que foi legal, cara. A única coisa que, tipo assim, não ficou legal foi essa história do casamento. Isso ainda ficou meio mal, que eu posso dizer, meio mal meio mal contada, né? Mas tá bom. Galera, vou ficando por aqui. Se vocês gostaram, deixa o like, se inscreva no canal. Até a próxima com mais vídeo. Valeu!